What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here from Homestead-Miami Speedway. The season is about to come to a close here, and look at this front row. Dale Jarrett starts on the pole. How about that for a surprise? The zero of Mike Bliss starts second. How about another surprise there? Man, things are about to get pretty interesting here for the start of this race. Things are gonna get crazy. Got quite a few new faces starting inside the top 5, so let's go ahead and get to the starting lineup here for the final race of the season, the 2005 MG Cup Series season, that is. The 88 of Dale Jr. starts on the pole, or Dale Jarrett starts on the pole, with the 0 of Mike Bliss starting to his outside. Behind them, the 43 of Jeff Green, the 49 of Ken Schrader. Behind them, the 07 of Dave Blaney, and the 20 of Tony Stewart rounding out the top 6. And behind them is Jason Leffler in the 11, the 25 of Brian Vickers, the 15 of Michael Waltrip, and the 18 of Bobby Labonte. Lots of drivers up here looking for either their first career wins or their first win since 2003. Coming off of turn 4, pace car is in. Green flag in the air. The final race of the season is underway. We're racing at Homestead-Miami. How about this? Already 3 wide, heading through 1 and 2. Look at this, down the back straightaway for the first time. Heading into 3 and 4. Who's going to lead the first lap? Dale Jarrett trying to hang on up high. Your pole sitter, can he lead the first lap of the day? Doesn't look like he will. Dave Blaney takes the lead. 3 wide, entering turns 1 and 2 once again. Drivers shuffling around all over the place here. Oh! Into the outside wall goes to 77 of Travis Quapple. Cars further back, half damage as well. 4 wide, they're stacking them up. Off of turn 4. Coming to the stripe contact, there goes Michael Waltrip into the wall. Sliding it sideways. More cars. Oh, Dave Blaney into the inside wall with the driver's side of his car, and it's going to tear his car up pretty big there. The 88 has a crunched in nose as they race back to the... We're wrecking under caution. Oh my goodness. Let's go ahead and see what caused that. Here we had multiple wrecks. Oh, towards the tail end of the first. Oh my goodness, Kevin Harvick just lost grip there, slid sideways underneath the 36 of Boris Said. That happened in the back. Nobody even realized that happened, so no caution came out for it. They kept it straight, but heavy damage to the back of their cars. Now watch this. Into the next corner. They're stacking them up. 4 wide, nearly 5 wide. Contact being made. They're squeezing together. There goes Casey Kane to the back of Bobby Labonte, sending him down in the Travis Quapple, and they go head on into the outside wall. Poor Brian Vickers got squeezed into the wall there as well, and that stacks up the field, but luckily everybody makes it out alive. And then here comes your third wreck. Racing for the lead. 4 wide through 3 and 4. 5 wide almost. Back down to 3. Back down to 4. Squeezing together. Coming to the line. Leffler and Waltrip into the wall. And there they all go. Oof, man, talk about a wild start. Chaos at the start of this race. Tony Stewart, your leader. Mark Martin in second. We're going to go ahead and get things underway once again here from Homestead-Miami Speedway. Tony Stewart, the most winningest driver this season, is going to lead us to the green flag. Mark Martin, with an interesting story, is going to come around in second, and we got one smoking further back. That's a 9 of Casey Kane coming to pit road. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Homestead-Miami Speedway. A couple drivers peaking low. Now here goes a couple drivers jumping out. Mike Bliss heads down to the bottom. So does Jimmy Johnson. There's a little bit more grip and a little bit of progressive banking as you go up the racetrack here from Homestead. not much of a difference. Can't really notice it that much, but the higher line is more preferred around this racetrack here. Here they come off of turn 4. Look at this crazy pack racing here. Heading down into turn 1. They're 3 wide. Cars are everywhere. Jason Leffler way wide. Couple drivers trying to pop down to the bottom and send it in. Oh, contact! There goes the 32 of Hamilton up into the outside wall. He keeps it straight, keeping it going here. Green flag still out. Around goes Brian Vickers further back, collecting Travis Kvapil, and Dave Blaney. Caution is going to come out once again. Racing back to the yellow flag. Down the back straightaway. The wreck has cleared up on the front stretch. The track is clear. They're able to race back. Here they come. Mark Martin looking low. Underneath Stewart, off of turn 4, side by side. Tony Stewart's going to hang on to it. Around goes Elliott Sadler, collecting Jeff Gordon. Multiple cars around. Big crash on the front straightaway. Cars are everywhere. That's Carl Edwards in the 99. Edwards, a championship contender, involved, and they're still stacking them up as drivers are unable to get stopped past the start-finish line here. Multiple cars completely destroyed, and we've got another caution on the track right now. A very chaotic start. 4 wide off of turn 4 is what brought out the first caution. Brian Vickers slid up into teammate Terry Labonte. Terry, man, whoever Dave Blaney or Travis Kvapil to go. These are the same drivers that were involved in the first accident. And then, oh, stomach ground. Sorry y'all had to hear that, but watch this. I'm gonna go ahead and eat after this race. Elliott Sadler gets tight underneath Jason Leffler. They go up into the outside wall. Poor Leffler just keeps getting sandwiched into the wall by other cars here today. This time didn't escape quite as cleanly as he did last time. Look at Rusty Wallace in the middle of that. He's able to avoid hitting anything, luckily. But Carl Edwards not so lucky. Watch this. There goes Jeff Gordon around. Rusty slams on the brakes. He's going to follow his teammate through. Just gets clipped, but no damage from what I can see. At least nothing serious. Then Edwards, bang! There's the 61 right into the back of him. That's Tony Raines in the 61 car. That got into the back of him there. And then these guys start stacking them up. Ron Hornaday, among others. Hornaday is in an RCR car here today. An extra children's car. It's a tough break for him. This one brings out another caution. We're going to take another break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series here from Homestead-Miami Speedway. The final race of the 2005 season is off to a wild start. And now we've got our first lapped car starting on the inside here today. It's the 44 of Terry Labonte in his final start for Hendrick Motorsports and possibly final season here in the MG Cup Series. Future is unknown. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Homestead. And Terry trying to pull down the racetrack and leave a little bit of space for these guys to get by here. He goes way low on the track. Lower than anybody else has gone today. How about the 86 of Val Wolf? Still in this thing. Had an issue that kind of killed their run last week at Rockingham, but look at her up inside the top 10 right now in the mix. As they're 3 wide, racing for the lead here. I'm not sure who led that lap, but they're showing Tony Stewart, or excuse me, Kurt Busch, just edging out Tony Stewart. Stewart had his bumper out ahead in a, entering turn 1. Just by a bit there. Now here comes Jimmy Johnson, last season's champion. Here comes the 6 of Mark Martin as well. 3, 4 wide behind them. Cars are everywhere here. Contact Johnson into the outside wall. And now they're going to go into the inside wall. Hard crash for Jimmy Johnson as he bounces off the safer barrier on the front straightaway. Caution is out once again. And a hard hit for Jimmy Johnson. That car is killed. Your 2004 MG Cup Series champion out of it here, as he was just racing for the lead there, and he went in hard. I mean, destroyed that car and racing back to the line. Couple of cars. Oh, Val Wolf with some damage to the front end of her car. What happened to the 86 here? The nose of that Papyrus Racing number 86 all crunched in. And let's see what happened. Let's go on board with Val, the Venezuelan driver, filling in for her friend Chris Mack. Nowhere to go in this incident. Watch this. They started stacking them up off of turn 4. There goes Johnson and Busch into the outside wall. And then down the track, nowhere for her to go. Right into the back of the 43 of Jeff Green as they started sliding down. And Jimmy, man, talk about a hit. He nailed that wall. Just absolute just sledgehammer shot in the wall. Watch this. Oh, man. And I mean Stewart, Mayfield, multiple cars all getting caught up in this. Take another look at it from this angle. Out of turn 4. Man, this has been a trouble spot all day. As it collects, turn 4 collects some more victims here. It just keeps squeezing together. On corner exit, these drivers down low, unable to keep it down there. They have to slide up, and they just sometimes get a little bit too tight, slide up into other cars, and it all just breaks loose right there off the corner exit. Poor Val, nowhere to go. Man, she was having such a great run. Jimmy Johnson hard into the inside wall. Those cars are absolutely killed here as the caution comes out once again. Watch from this angle. See just how quickly, oh man, he went down the racetrack. That was a big hit for Jimmy. Luckily everybody is okay. Jimmy rolling that car back around to the garage. Doesn't look like he'll be continuing in this event, but at least we know he's alright. He is staying out on the track. Okay then. But we're about to go green once again. Mark Martin, your race leader. And it's been absolute chaos to start this event off here. Your championship race. It's been a wreck fest so far. These drivers getting very aggressive early on. Everybody wants a chance to shine. But as a result, they end up tearing up such good race cars. As I forgot to change to adjust the volume once again. Let's go ahead and do that right now. So we get things rolling once again. Down the backstretch. Oh, contact further back. Multiple cars up into the outside wall, but they're keeping it straight. Not sure who all went into the wall there, but they somehow made it out alive. Val Wolf down on the apron just a little bit, trying to check up. 4 wide, got a wreck on the front stretch. Scott Riggs and Elliott Sattler sideways on the front straightaway. That's going to bring out another caution. Man, these drivers just cannot stop wrecking here today. They can't escape the chaos. How about Rusty Wallace? Rusty up into the mix. Your points leader. Can't say champion yet. Looking to become the first 2-time MG Cup Series champion, though. He's going to lead back to the caution flag. Man. He's going to be pitted under that caution, so now Mark Martin's back out in front. With Carl Edwards having damage to that 99 car, his best bet, his only hope really, is if Rusty gets involved in the wreck. But Carl, no damage to the engine of that car. He's gonna drive the wheels off that thing. Oof. Excuse me, I cannot. Whatever this is, it would not go away. But there we go. We're good now. Green flag back in the air. Let the chaos begin once again here. Now we've got a couple cars hopping down to the bottom. This time they get held up by the lap cars just a little bit. They have to check up. That's Ricky Rudd, and now, oh boy! What a save for Terry Labonte. Hard crash for Jeff Gordon. That destroys the front end of the 07. There goes Ryan Newman into the outside wall, and that's Ron Hornaday in the 90. Two Roush racing car, or excuse me, two Richard Childress racing cars involved in that one. Racing back to the caution flag. Luckily, it doesn't look like we'll have more calamity under caution this time. But more cars getting torn up. Man, this race has been some just absolute just chaos. It's been very wild from the beginning. Terry Labonte was able to save it. These guys checking up, started stacking up, running over each other. Mike Bliss, nowhere to go, right into the back of Jeff Gordon. They all slide up into the outside wall. And that sandwiches the 07 of Dave Blaney up into the wall as well there. So Blaney, and then watch this, stacking up behind. Ryan Newman trying to check up, gets run over by the 90 of Hornaday. And Newman's going to bounce off the 86, gets shot back across the track, back into Hornaday. Oh man, look at Rusty Wallace as he snuck through there. Let's go on board with that number 2. Watch this. He sees it happening, he checks up, guns it through the middle. I think that was his only shot at getting through there, and he got out without a scratch. How about that job that Rusty Wallace did there to avoid that wreck? Green flag back in the air already. Fanning out here on this restart. Can't do that too much though. Lap cars down on the bottom. They have to remember that. Here we go. Oh, contact being made. They're going to keep it straight. Three wide through turns 3 and 4. Scott Wimmer in the 22. Restarted second. A lot of cars didn't pit on this restart that had a lot of damage to their race cars. Drivers didn't pit on this restart that had a lot of damage to their race cars. And they started right at the front of the field. See Elliott Sadler, one of them. That's going to stack everybody up. But surprisingly, they made it through somewhat cleanly. They're still green for our longest green flag run of the day so far. It seems like we can't even complete a lap under green, really, without us getting another wreck. Further back, though, cars are everywhere. Destroyed cars are everywhere. Rusty Wallace using the bottom of the racetrack. Not often we see a lot of ground being made up on the low side, but Rusty really had no choice there. Slower cars right in front of him, holding people up. He had no choice but to hop down low and start gaining some ground there. Rusty gonna pull underneath Scott Riggs in the 10. Gets underneath Riggs. He's gonna clear him down low. Gonna pull back up the racetrack now. No, he doesn't. Oh boy, that got really tight. How about the 21 of Ricky Rudd leading this thing? Remember, Rudd got back to victory lane for the first time since the 2003, the inaugural Brickyard 400. He finally found his way back into victory lane a couple of races ago. I believe at Texas World, but I am not completely sure on that. I'm pretty sure it was. Texas World. How about the 6 of Mark Martin pulling out the line, gonna try to get underneath the 21. This is really the only way you can pass here, as obviously the preferred line is up top, and everybody's gonna protect the high line, but you have to go down low and try to pull a slider. It's got a little bit of smoke heading into turn 3, but looks like that cleared up. Whatever the cause for that was, is they're still rolling, so no need for a yellow. Here comes the 41 of Casey Mears underneath his teammate Jamie McMurray. Now Mears won at Lowe's a couple of races ago, as Jimmy Johnson had a problem in the final corner on the final lap. And that allowed Mears to get by and win the race. Casey trying to hold off his teammate as he clears his teammate there. Jamie McMurray slides in behind, so it's going to push the 41. And Rusty Wallace, the 2-car, your points leader. As long as he stays where he's at, he should win the championship over the 99 of Carl Edwards. I mean, there are so many cars that have been taken out. I feel like even if he were to DNF, there would be a good chance he'd still be able to win a championship. But man, he wants to go out on top. He wants to win the race in his final season here as well. How about this for a storybook ending to the 2005 season and Rusty Wallace's career, looking to go out on top as the champion in his final season. He's got himself a handful of wins throughout the season as well. He's going to clear Ricky Rudd for second. And now trying to avoid a couple of lap cars. Going to try to chase down the 6 of Mark Martin for the lead. Rudd back underneath him now. It's not going to have a good exit though. And Rusty's going to clear the 21 down the back straightaway. How about Mark Martin running a little bit higher than usual? Oh, but he's going to get held up by the 44 of Terry Labonte. They're all going to stack up here down the front straightaway. Man, there are cars everywhere. We're going to have to take a quick break. We are halfway through this race. Mark Martin, your leader. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the MG Cup Series. Caution has waved once again. Here from the Homestead-Miami Speedway. The 4 of Mike Wallace blowing up is the cause of it. That 4 car just looks like the engine just expired on that 4 machine. Car started smoking. And that's what brought out the yellow there. So the longest green flag run of the day, about 15-20 laps or so, comes to an end right here. Green flag back in the air. Oh, car in the wall. Hard crash for Val Wolf. She's coming back up the track. Nowhere for Jeff Green to go. And that's the end of her season right there. Her final race this season, filling in for Chris Mack, comes to an end early. season finale as well. As she gets hooked into the inside wall hard. It's the same spot on the safer barrier that Jimmy Johnson got into earlier. Unfortunately for Harvick, he missed the safer barrier, got into the concrete wall there. Luckily didn't go in with as much momentum, and Val bounced off the wall so hard. As you see, the safer barriers kind of shoot the cars back out, and she bounced off it so hard it shot her right across the track, right into the path of Jeff Green in the 43 car. Nowhere for him to go as well. A hard crash for Val. A wild, wild wreck. Brings out another caution. The Pirates racing season ends with more chaos. Chaos, carnage, and calamity. Oh, McMurray got hooked up into the outside wall there as well on the race back. You didn't see that the first time, but you didn't watch the race back. My bad. Green flag back in the air. We're running out of laps in this thing here. Rusty Wallace looks to be the championship favorite. Right now he does. But now he's got a bunch of lap cars in front of him here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Contact, and around goes Elliott Sattler into the inside wall hard. But that time he got the concrete there, and that's going to bring out another yellow. Now normally the game would keep it green after that, but that was such a hard impact. I had no choice but to throw the caution. Just a little fun fact there. I mean, he ate the inside wall. That would have been a caution in real life, so I had to throw it there. Caution comes out once again. Mark Martin leads to the line. Oh boy, here we go once again. 20 to go, coming to 19 to go in this restart. Here we go, green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Homestead-Miami Speedway. Less than 20 to go. The intensity is about to ramp up big time. As if it hasn't been wild all race. The aggression about to be up even higher as contact is made further back into the outside wall. Goes to zero. Multiple cars wrecked on the back straightaway. It's the 18 of Bobby Labonte, the 31 of Jeff Burton. And Rusty Wallace still P2 here. Mark Martin still your leader as we come back to the caution flag once again. Man, we're wrecking for last even. Alright, here we go. This will be the final restart where lapped cars are allowed to pull up to the inside line. Oh, wait a minute. They're dropping to the back now. MG Cup Series officials saying that due to all the wrecks happening, they're going to just send the lap cars to the back right now. They're just going to go ahead and send them back there. So, we'll see if this changes anything. Oh boy. Things are about to get interesting here. Lap cars have been sent to the back early. So now, it comes down to just the two leaders here. Mark Martin and the two of Rusty Wallace. Rusty has a little bit more than 10 laps to try to work his way up to the lead. Green flag back in the air. We're racing once again here from Homestead-Miami Speedway. The season is about to come to a close. And here we go. Out of turn 2. Flyby down the backstretch here. Side by side for P3. It's the 41 of Casey Mears underneath the 21 of Ricky Rudd. Rudd gets to run off the high side there. Now look at Rusty Wallace trying his best to chase down the 6 of Mark Martin, using the draft as much as he possibly can on the straightaways, trying to cut the corners a little bit shorter than the 6 car is. trying his best. Off of turn 4, Mark Martin's going to lead the funny lap here. 3 wide, down the front straightaway, further back. Carl Edwards trying his best to gain as many spots as he possibly can, hoping for some sort of miracle so he can win the championship, but it doesn't look like he will. Rusty Wallace closing in on the 6 car. Heading down the backstretch into turn 3. Whoa, Mark Martin slid a little bit high there, got a little loose, and that's going to allow the 2 to close back in, but Martin with the run off the high side once again. Just pulled away. Now here comes the 2 of Rusty Wallace once again underneath the 6 of Mark Martin. Side by side down the back straightaway. Martin pulls away once again up high. Coming to 10 laps to go this time by 2 sentimental favorites to win. Rusty Wallace looking to win his final race here in the MG Cup Series, as well as win the championship in his final season. Mark Martin looking to win after being injured earlier this season. In his 3rd race back, looking to win in one of his comeback races before the season ends. It comes down to these 2. Ricky Rudd got his first win since the Brickyard 400 in 2003. Earlier this season at Texas, looking to possibly steal one from these 2 as well. And Casey Mears stole it in the last set of corners last season around here. He's sitting there, sitting pretty in 4th. How about the 5 of Kyle Busch? He may be a lap down, but he drove his way up through the field. He does not care. Now on track, he's in 5th right now, and he got sent to the back along with the rest of the lap cars, but man, he flew through the pack. Now, a little bit of battling going on back there. Meanwhile, out in front, Rusty Wallace lost a little bit of ground on Mark Martin here, but looking to try to get back underneath him. Man, oh man, what a battle. The season about to come to a close. We got a lap car up here at the 0 of Mike Bliss. Mark Martin goes high. Rusty Wallace underneath him. And Rusty's going to use the lap car as a pick. Here comes Rusty Wallace to take the lead. Mark Martin falls back. He had to block the 21 of Ricky Rudd to keep the 2nd place spot. And now trying to hold on to that position. Rudd underneath him. Casey Mears. Who's he going to go with? He's going to stay high. He's not really close enough to make a big, to affect it big time, oh my goodness, to have a big enough effect on who gets ahead, but Martin with the runoff on the high side was able to maintain the lead, and now heading into 1 and 2 once again. Underneath the 44 of Terry Labonte. Rusty got checked up a little bit. Now Wallace down the backstretch for the final time, not final time. He's got 5 laps to go once he crosses the line this time by. But how about Mark Martin just flying his way back up there? It looks like I don't even know. He just turned on the jets there. 5 to go here from Homestead-Miami Speedway. 5 laps left in the season. And Mark Martin flies back up there, clearly with a stronger car, and retakes the lead from Rusty Wallace. Heading to 3 and 4. 4 laps to go from Homestead-Miami Speedway. Rusty Wallace doing everything he can, trying to use the draft to his advantage. Trying to cut the track down a little bit shorter. Then fall into the draft and stay behind that 6 car. Stay in passing range of that 6 car. He's got a teammate up ahead. Can Ryan Newman hold up the 6 car just enough for Rusty to get by? They both end up checking up. Here comes Rusty. Rusty Wallace. Oh, they both got sideways there, trying to avoid the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. Wallace underneath the 6 of Martin. Here comes Ricky Rudd up into the picture once again. Rudd still not close enough to do anything. Oh boy. 2 laps to go here from Homestead-Miami Speedway. And the battle still just as intense. Neither man giving an inch. They're neck and neck here. Down the back straightaway, Mark Martin clears them. Fighting tooth and nail for this win. Rusty Wallace back to the inside. Off of turn 4, white flag in the air. One more time around here. Last lap of the season here from the Homestead-Miami Speedway. The 2005 MG Cup Series about to come to a close. You got your champion, Rusty Wallace, on the inside. Mark Martin on the high side. Rusty trying to keep his nose in there for the final time through 3 and 4. Side by side through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming to the stripe. Rusty, can he get there? No, he can't. Mark Martin's going to win the race, but Rusty Wallace is your 2005 MG Cup Series champion and the first ever 2-time champion in the series. Rusty Wallace goes out on top. His final season racing here in the MG Cup Series, and he wins the entire championship. How about that for Rusty Wallace? Rusty Wallace, your 2005 MG Cup Series champion, and he is going into retirement after this race as well. What a race, what a season it's been. What a wild ride it's been to get to this point. And his journey comes to an end. Rusty Wallace wins his second championship in his final season. Almost won his final race here in the MG Cup Series. Couldn't quite get there, but man, he gave it a heck of an effort. Drove his butt off trying to get the win. A few cars trying to pull it into the pit lane here. Man, what a wild ride it was. A crazy season indeed. Let's go ahead and take a look at your point standings after that crazy race at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. Started off looking like a wreck fest. It was a wreck fest. But man, what a great season. What a great end to the season it was. Let's take a final look at your point standings after that. Rusty Wallace, your points leader and champion after just a crazy finish to the race at Homestead. Carl Edwards, second. Jimmy Johnson in third here in points. Ryan Newman, P4. Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, Ricky Rudd, Kurt Busch, Jamie McMurray, Kevin Harvick, Brian Vickers, Tony Stewart, Dale Jarrett, Bobby Labonte, Jeff Gordon, Jeff Burton, Kyle Busch, Jeremy Mayfield, Joe Nemechek, and Travis Kvapil rounds out the top 20 in points. Man, what a crazy season it has been. Let's take a look at all your winners this season. Tony Stewart has won 9 times. Chris Mack won 4 times. Your champion, Rusty Wallace, 3-time winner. Carl Edwards also won 3 times. Jimmy Johnson also a 3-time winner. Ryan Newman's won twice. Matt Kenseth won twice. Biffle and Mark Martin have won twice. Then Ricky Rudd, Brian Vickers, Jeremy Mayfield, Travis Kvapil, Elliott Statler, and Casey Mears have all won once. A couple of surprise winners in there. How about that? Now let's look at your polls. Tony Stewart with the most polls, 12 polls on the season. The 16 of Greg Biffle with 9. Chris Mack 5. Rusty Wallace with 3. Matt Kenseth with 2. And then Jimmy Johnson, Kurt Busch, Dale Jarrett, Jeff Gordon, Jeremy Mayfield all have 1 poll this season as well. Let's look at the points once again, as Carl Edwards is your Rookie of the Year, obviously finishing 2nd in points, nearly winning the championship. But he already won a few races this season as well, so he was already locked into the clash either way for the 2006 season. So that spot, that little slot there for who gets into the clash next season, that we're going to look at the 2nd place finisher for the Rookie of the Year standings, and that will be all the way down here with the 17 of Kyle Busch being the runner-up for Rookie of the Year. So he is locked into the Clash. Neither Dale Jr. or Bill Elliott won a race this season. So Bill Elliott is your fan vote winner, as he's just a little bit more popular than Dale Jr. So he wins the fan vote. But man, that fan vote was neck and neck. I mean, Dale Jr. and Bill Elliott, two very popular drivers in the series. So fans were kind of split on who they wanted to make it into the Clash, but Bill Elliott ultimately ended up winning it. But your highest non-race winning points finisher is Kurt Busch in the 97. So he's locked into the Clash next season, even though he did win a pole. He hasn't won a race, so he's locked into the Clash. Well, I guess since he won a pole, he was already locked in. So actually, Jamie McMurray is now locked in to the Clash next season for being the highest non-pole or race winner this season in the points, just edging out Kevin Harvick in points. So man, the Clash for next season, that is set to be pretty interesting, because it'll be at the Winchester circuit. No, not Winchester. Salem? Yeah, Salem. It'll be at Salem. So yeah, that might be pretty interesting. But that's gonna do it for this season here in the MG Cup Series, and hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a crazy season, but Rusty Wallace wins the championship in his final season. He's gonna retire a champion. So that's gonna do it. It's not gonna be a defending champion next season. I'm just realizing that. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. Hit your like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.